Hello, how is everyone? Grand Rising, oh so motivating family. Um, 1 second, let me get some light in here. Okay. Okay, so you guys, whenever you come to my page, I want you to always know that I accept people for who they are. I welcome people as they are. You know what I'm saying? So whenever you run across my content or my videos, you're going to see me as I am. I'm not a perfect person. I don't aspire to be either. So you're not going to see me in designer. You're not going to see me just looking the best, or how everybody expects people to look these days, I guess. I dress how I want to. You know what I'm saying? I don't see the point in getting all dressed up just to kick it at home with my kid. I'm a stay-at-home mom. Like, I don't want to walk around just cute just to pick up toys and change diapers and potty train all day. So yes, when you come here, don't expect me to look like a fashion model. I'm human, I'm myself, and that stuff doesn't excite me. Okay, I just wanted to get that clear because I know people are probably like, what is that on her head? It's a do-rag. I don't have any hair and I'm trying to get my waves popping. So, but yes, today is Wednesday. Today is the 6th of February, 2019. I hope that everyone has had a good year. I say that because January feels like it's already been a year. Gosh, that was a long month. But yes, today is Wednesday, and with the Oh So Motivating family, my weekly topic for today is Wonderful Women Wednesday, and that's just honoring women, period. On my Instagram page, I have where you can, tag your favorite women, tag a business that's, owned by a woman. Just worship and love women today. So yeah, I thought about this topic because, like I was gonna say last week, but I'm really a lot of times I run into women um, who are afraid to, speak about, what they've been through or what they're currently going through, and I'm a really easygoing person. I'm easy to talk to and get along with. So I really talk to these girls, and once they get comfortable and they trust me and understand that it's okay to talk to me, then that's when they open up, and that's whenever we find how much that we relate, and it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times whenever I'm here on social media and I'm talking with a lot of you, we relate so much, and it's crazy, and it's really crazy. One of my good friends now, Christina, I have never met her, and she's literally like my sister. You know what I'm saying? And we relate so much. And as a person, I've been through so much, and I'm so guarded that it is really hard for me to trust people. And that is like it's like a flaw of mine. Like, I ruin good relationships all because I have like this wall up, and I am really working on it, because a lot of us mess up. I have messed up. I'm pretty sure I'm probably somebody that someone just wants to stay away from. So yeah, sorry about my rambling. I just can go and go. But yeah, so one thing that I have learned is, like, the people that I am around, like, I can physically come to, I'm like not so open with them. You know what I'm saying? But I can go and randomly meet somebody on Instagram and just have a full-blown heart-to-heart, not guilty. And the reason being for that is because the people that you have around you, they know, they have time to form, like, let me see. Okay, so like there was like a post or a quote I'm sure that some of you have seen, and it's like stop explaining yourself to people who are so focused on misunderstanding you. Okay, so like the people that are around you, they know stuff about you. They are already painting these pictures in their head about you. So whenever you come to them about something, it's, they can have any kind of feeling, any kind of thought, versus whenever I find someone on Instagram who doesn't know me at all, it's like I have a clean slate. You know what I'm saying? We can genuinely have that heart to heart because they're not going to judge me from something that I've done. You know what I'm saying? They don't know me. Like, We don't know each other. This is social media. And that is like the best feeling ever, just to go and sit and talk to someone and they're not judging you. And they probably are. I don't know that, but I know that they don't know like things that anybody else knows, or there's not things that I've done in my life to where it'll alter their judgment. You know what I'm saying? If they are judging me, it's just by what they see on my social media. You know what I'm saying? So that's where that comes into effect. So I love social media so much. I love talking to you guys so much, and I don't mean any offense by this to the people that I do know, but I love talking to strangers more than I do people that I really do know. And it maybe, and that's another thing, it could probably correlate to what I just said, like it's because I know them, you know what I'm saying? And that could be me just being judgy and stereotypical myself, you know what I'm saying? So we're not perfect, okay? But yes, so today is in dedication to my Wednesday topic of the week, and that's Wonderful Women Wednesday, because we are bad, we are wonderful, we carry children, we bleed for 7 days out of the mother freaking month, you know what I'm saying? And we still kicking it, all right? So yes, one thing that I see is really common, this is what I wanted to talk about today, is moms. You know what I'm saying? Moms. Can we like get some recognition? Can we start talking about moms? You know what I'm saying? And the reason I want to talk about moms, really, I want to talk about the postpartum depression. Postpartum depression. This is a sensitive topic for me. If you can tell, like I'm starting to move and stuff. This is a sensitive topic to me. But whenever I am on social media and I talk with some of you, we relate so much, and it's so crazy how comforting and calming it feels to just sit and talk with you, like people I have not met, with you random strangers, and feel so connected. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad because so many of us go through this alone, and going through it, I would not wish like the postpartum depression pain on anybody. And the worst thing for me is like realizing just a few months ago that I was even going through postpartum depression, like just looking at how my life was, like actually taking a step back to just look at how I was. It's just really sad. And then the thing that hurts me the most is like the fact that I was going through all of this alone, feeling all these different kind of emotions. Like I was not myself at all, and nobody knew. Nobody knew, like, and if they did, they weren't saying nothing. Nobody was saying nothing. Nobody was reaching out. Nothing. I was literally going through this, dying on my own, by myself. You know what I'm saying? I would not wish this on anyone. So I feel like this is like why I feel like I need to talk about this. And I feel like it needs to be talked about because I really never got to talk about it. I haven't really got to heal from that hurt, you know, from that pain that I felt. You know what I'm saying? I am better, you know, I'm not as sad, you know, I'm not just depressed, you know, I'm not still posting those like sad, like gosh, we gotta stop watching her post, she's always sad, you know, I'm not doing that as much anymore, or I really don't think I am doing that anymore, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I am better as far as not just being depressed and sad. You know, I finally got the strength and rose up and, you know, took my life back. I'm not letting that control me anymore, but it does still hurt, if that makes sense. So yeah, no, I'm not depressed, you know what I'm saying? I'm not like writing all these depressed things in my journal anymore. Like, no, all that has changed and, you know, I'm more happy, but the pain's still there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not fully healed from it, you know? I feel like if I was, I still wouldn't cry talking about it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like whenever I am completely over it, I feel like I will be able to talk about it without, you know, crying. You know, it's going to be emotional, I feel like, but I feel like it won't be so emotional to the point where I'll shed tears. You know, I want to be over it and be able to talk about it, you know? So that's why I feel like we should talk about, you know, postpartum depression and just being moms, you know what I'm saying? Just being moms, period. I feel like we need to talk about that and not just sit and feel hopeless, because you're not hopeless. There's so many states, there's so many cities and towns within the states, there's so many people within all of that. You know what I'm saying? So many. And I have not met everyone around the world, you know what I'm saying? I've met only a select few, just a select few, and I've related and, you know, just built bonds just with this topic alone. You know what I'm saying? So like, imagine how many more people out there who, you know, we haven't talked to, who you haven't talked to, who I haven't talked to, or someone else, you know, who has been through this has yet to talk to, that are feeling, or once we're feeling how we are, like alone, like no one understands, no one gets it, because we're not talking about it. We rather talk about the hype and, you know, the hot topics and trending topics. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to talk about I feel like what we should be talking about. So, sorry, I was crying my nose. So yeah, I want to talk about that. Again, I like my channel and stuff because I want you to come as you are. You see, I look a wreck. I have yet to clean up. I just woke up and put my son to sleep. Now I gotta clean up his mess because he was up early. I'll give you a little rundown. Yeah, gotta clean. I'm transparent. I'm open. I don't care. But yeah, before I started all this, I just wanted to get this off my chest because I know I'd probably forget. So yeah, I just wanted to go into detail about what happened. And this is just so I can let it out. Like, I am a stay-at-home mom, okay? I don't have any income for myself. You know what I'm saying? I was at a point to where I feel like I needed one of those webinars, you know, I needed one of those online classes that, you know, preached and talked about self-care and self-love. And, you know, I needed that extra help from those life coaches who, you know, I needed their encouragement, but I didn't have it to give. You know what I'm saying? So I had to teach myself. You know, I had to be my own teacher. I had to be my own professor. I had to be my own professor. I had to be my own mentor. You know, I had to be my own idol. I had to be my own role model. I had to pull myself up. You know what I'm saying? I had to be that strength for myself, because, I mean, if I was to just sit and wait for the money to fall in my lap so I could join that class, I probably would still be a depressed wreck. Talking about it, literally, it's free. It's hard, but talking about it legit is what helped me. And it may sound crazy to you, but I was talking to myself. Like, I would really sit in the mirror and cry and talk to myself, and, you know, just have heart-to-hearts with myself. I would write in my journal, you know what I'm saying? And hey, I'm better. It worked for me. You could call me what you want. Call me crazy. What is she talking about? Who does that? You think I'm about to be in my room talking to myself in the mirror? Girl, hell no. She can do that shit by her goddamn self. And that's fine. That's fine. You can have your opinion. That's fine. But I'm better, so that's cool. Hey, that crazy shit worked for my crazy ass, okay? So yeah, I ramble a lot. I'm sorry. But yeah. Oh, my nose. Sorry. I just need to go get some tissue. But, yeah, I wanted to talk about it. And this is not to guilt trip anybody. This is just to continue to help heal myself. I feel like the more I talk about it, the more I overcome it. So this is just my way of healing. I have already forgiven the people that, you know, played a part in this. So this is not like to bash them at all. You know, this is just telling my story. You know, with that, whenever people hurt you and you tell your story, you know, sometimes, you know, they feel guilty, and that guilt makes them feel attacked. This is not to attack anybody, and I'm not saying that they feel away. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've already, not everyone, okay? I'm not gonna say everyone, but the people that matter, we already got over it and we're good. So like, this is not to like bash them or anything. Like, they already feel terrible for what they did, and we've moved on past that. This is just me letting you know like what happened and why I feel the way I feel. And this is the story from Mo's point of view. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure if we sat down with each of them, the story may be different from their point of view. And that's why I love talking and, you know, speaking with people, because every story is different. You know what I'm saying? Like, my version of the story is going to be different from their version of the story, but I'm pretty sure each version of that story is still going to be interesting. You know what I'm saying? And there's truths to every part of it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I love talking about it. So yeah, this is going to be my version. I really want to get to a point where, like, I'm not talking about it no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, out of sight, out of mind. You know what I'm saying? But I think about it every day. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I literally think about it every day. So that's how I know I'm not over it. And I'm ready to be over it. I'm just ready to grow and live and be happy and stop allowing this, stop allowing this to make me feel this way. And I'm just ready to grow. And I'm tired of this blocking where I'm trying to go in my life. You know what I'm saying? So I want to talk about it. So let me tell you. So I met my man whenever I was about 15 or 16. We met on Facebook. We were talking off and on for a long time. We broke up whenever I went off to college back in 2011. And we didn't talk for about like 5 years. 5 years, and then I ended up coming out here near where he was, because I was living in Amarillo. It was like 5-6 hours away from where he was. And during that time, I never seen him. It was always phone calls. It was always text messages. It was always, back then it was like OhYou and Skype. And then, you know, we grew up together. So then we got phones, and it was the video chatting and then FaceTime. So yeah, I met him for the first time in person, November of 2016. When I first met him, it was like legit everything, you know, that I expected. You know, I was just like, oh my God, you know, he is real. He really is this way, you know, yada, yada, yada. It's lit. Like, oh my gosh. I was with my homegirl. You know, she was the one who took me to see him. I didn't have a car. So yeah, she was the one who took me to see him, and like on my way, I was just so nervous. Like, I was panicking, like, wait, I don't even know if I want to get out of the car. I was just like, don't even turn down the street. Ooh. I don't know if any of y'all have been in a long distance relationship, and then like when you finally met that person, then you know the feeling I'm talking about, or maybe you don't because you're not a nervous wreck like I am. But yes, I was just like, I was happy, but I was just like, oh my God, I don't know what to expect. I need some weed. Woo, Bria. Woo. I don't know what to do. I know Bria was probably like, girl, calm down. But yeah, I was slipping out. But yeah, it was like everything to me. So yeah, we met or whatever. We were big kicking it. And then we decided, I know, but we decided to try and have a kid. So we tried November, and I was late for my period. Oh my God. Oh my God. And then it came, and so I wasn't pregnant. So I was like, okay, dang, but I kind of wanted a kid, dang. But still, but dang it, I kind of wanted one. Okay, well, December came, and we tried again. Feel the symptoms of my period. I'm cramping, so I'm just like, okay, not happening. I'm about to start, so maybe we'll try again in January. So I'm cramping. I put my pad on. Okay, period. So it's been a week. Still cramping. No period. It's weird. I'm a week late. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna go and take a pregnancy test then. Take a pregnancy test. Boom. I'm pregnant. Whoa. Excited, right? Okay. So, I skipped some parts. I moved out here with my dad, and I ended up getting kicked out because I didn't make it home by 12 like I was supposed to. I was with my man, of course, so I ended up staying with him. But when I went to stay with him, he was in a hotel taking care of his siblings, two of his younger siblings, two of his baby siblings. And whenever I had came out here from Amarillo, I wasn't working or anything. You know, I actually came out here to model. I had a modeling contract with the company, and that's what I had came out here to do. I was babysitting with my dad's girlfriend, and that's how I was, you know, making my little money. So whenever I did end up getting kicked out and I went with him, I didn't have any means to make no money. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have an ID or anything, so like I just needed a lot, and so yeah, that happened, and I was with them, and so yeah, he was taking care of his two younger sisters, and then me. You know, it's kind of like we just met. Like, I know we've been talking on and off for all this time, but it's just like we just met. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know. You know, so like it was still kind of awkward, and then to find out that, you know, we're pregnant, it was crazy. And then whenever he would, like, I don't know if it was like just like frustrating, or I have no idea if it was just like the weight of having to take care of the two siblings on top of me, and then to find out I'm pregnant. You know what I'm saying? So he has all this responsibility on him. Now, like, when he was getting off of work and stuff, and coming home, coming to the hotel, he would have like this weird energy shift. Like, he wasn't the same anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was really rude. I remember telling one of his siblings, you know, I'd always just be like, girl, I don't know, because he didn't have a car. We would have to pick him up. So I'd be like, whatever we need to do, girl, we just need to make sure that we get there on time, because I don't have time for his attitude. You know what I'm saying? I don't have time. Like, I don't know. I'm already an impatient person, okay? And I don't know if the pregnancy hormones was already setting in or what, but I really did not have, like, the patience for it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he would already start acting funny whenever he would get off. I just wasn't feeling it. And, you know, I wasn't really getting, like, the proper care that I needed. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't eating like I should. I wasn't drinking like I should. I legit had, like, $20 left to my name. I had, like, about 60 or something like that. I remember filling up his sister's tank for actually taking me to go pick up the rest of my stuff at my dad's house, because I didn't have stuff in the hotel. So she did that, so I filled up her tank, and then I bought, with the rest of the stuff I had bought, there was no food or drinks in that hotel. You know what I'm saying? So I had bought a big thing of eggs, I had bought milk, I had bought bread, I had bought cereal. The hotel we were in, they had like a stove and stuff. So, you know, I just bought little quick and easy stuff that we could cook and would last. You know, I bought noodles. So yeah, I wasn't really eating and stuff. I'm trying to remember where I was. See, y'all, there's just like so much. I feel like I need to sneeze. I don't remember, but yeah, so like I wasn't eating or anything. Like, I spent like the last of my money to get that little bit of food. I really want to know what I was just talking about. I'm so sorry, you guys. And I'm not even gonna be able to edit that out. That's really sad. But yeah, so I wasn't really eating. I didn't have like the proper care, and you know, I have been wanting to have a child since I was like 14, like a freshman in high school. You know, like me and him, we had discussed this, you know, even before I had met him in person, about like having a kid. You know how you do when you're in a relationship, you know, you talk about your little marriage and having kids, you know. So like we already did this, and then like for me to finally meet you, and like you're telling me like this is what you want, you know what I'm saying? Like, wow, like that's crazy, and like it's a little fairy tale. So yeah, like it was everything I wanted. So I felt like it was in my best interest for me to go back home, because with my mom, because I just, you know, I came down here with my brother to live with my dad so I can, you know, pursue modeling or whatever, and this ended up happening, you know what I'm saying? And it was no offense towards anyone or them, you know, it's just we all just met, and I did not feel comfortable just, you know, making like basically forcing him to take care of me. Like, I don't know. I just didn't feel comfortable doing that. I didn't feel comfortable just, sitting here, just not having anything to contribute, like watching this man go to work every day and come home, and it was just too much. And instead of just sitting around like everybody else, I rather just went back home and got the proper care that I needed, the proper support that I needed. I'm a really shy person, and I wasn't even like bonding or as bonded with his family like that anyways, to even feel comfortable enough to even come to them about anything, so this is all new to me. I want to be comfortable and confident, so I felt like the best thing for me to do was go back home with my mom, and that's where my best friend was as well. So I went back there. I went back home. My best friend actually came up here and got me and took me back home. So there was that. Well, I get home and I don't know. I guess maybe, I don't know. I don't know when. I don't know. I was just sad. So I went home. I was already upset because I had to leave him. Like I said, I feel like this was like a fairy tale. I've been talking to you since I was like 15 years old. We were in a long distance relationship and we just met. Now we're pregnant. Like, that's cute. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that we were separating, like the fact that I had to even go back home, just because he wasn't in a position to take it, even though I feel like it's not like he has to, but he wasn't in a position to like take care of me and pregnant me at that. You know what I'm saying? So to lighten the load, if I needed to go home to help him, that's what I did. I feel like that was like the best result. I'm not gonna tell him to kick out his sisters. You know what I'm saying? Nah. So like, I wanted him to take care of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm new, so I'll just go back to where I came from. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I did that, even though it was killing me and hurting me, because even though it was like hurting me and killing me to leave him. You know what I'm saying? I just knew that was the best bet for me, the sake of me and our kid. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I even begged him to come with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, just come. There's jobs out there. We can get you a job. Yada yada yada. But yeah, so I go out there, and then I guess, I don't know, I just ended up getting really sad. I had my first sonogram. He wasn't there. That was like really emotional. I heard the heartbeat for the first time. He wasn't there. That was like really emotional. So with him not being there, on top of like a lot of other things, I just started feeling like really sad and depressed. He wasn't really hitting me up like the way we were texting and stuff before I met him. Like, I always heard from him, always. And whenever I didn't hear from him, he was blowing me up like, where you at? You know what I'm saying? So like, not getting that back, it made me feel away, because it was like, is there something wrong with me? Now you have me thinking like, is this not what you wanted? Like, fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know that I'm not getting an abortion, you know what I'm saying? I'm not the type to do that. No offense to anybody who does. It's your body, your choice, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to do that. So, like, maybe he's changed because he didn't like the person that I was when he met me in person. Like, I don't know. I really don't know. Like, I'm not hearing from him. I don't know. Like I said, I wasn't close to his family like that. So, I wasn't hearing from them. Oh, my son. So I wasn't hearing from them. Go get your cup. Go get your cup. You gotta go potty? Come here. Yeah, so I wasn't like, you see, good? So I wasn't bonding with them or anything like that. So it's not like they were hitting me up, checking on me. So whenever he was checking on, well, I won't even say checking on me. The only reason whenever he was, sorry, my son just like threw me off. Like, the only reason like I was even getting anything out of him is because I was sending him the updates. Okay, so we have this type of appointment. We have this type of appointment. This da 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 da. It was never. He did rarely. Okay, it was never like how are you feeling, you know, how's the baby, how's it. No, it was always me, you know. But I didn't think anything of it, you know what I'm saying. I was just going through the changes in my body, you know, the morning sickness, you know what I'm saying. That was even making me sad. So I just had all this blah blah blah, all this up and down. So then I finally, his sister pays my way to go down there, and I end up moving back out there with his sister. This is like, so I left at the beginning of January, and then I didn't go back until the end, literally the end, like July 28th type shit. I mean June 28th. That's when I like came back out here, and I was about like 8 months pregnant then. I was like 30 weeks if I'm not mistaken. And so I had came out here or whatever, and he had went to work, and he let his nephew play with his old phone. And ladies, you already know where I'm going with this. I'm nosy. So I already peeped, and he went to work. And when he went to work, I got the phone. The nephew had left the phone down. I got it, and what did I do? I went through it. So I go through it, and of course, I found the messages. In those messages, I skipped a part. So before I had left, in the beginning of my pregnancy, there was 2 girls that I knew of. There was 2 girls always commenting on his stuff. One girl was very persistent. She was always commenting on his stuff, always commenting, he, ha 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 ha. They were tagging each other back and forth and stuff. Girls, ladies, women, y'all know what I'm talking about. We know, when we know, we know. And I don't even have to explain. That's explaining it. When we know, we know. All right. So I didn't say nothing. I just let it go. And then I was finally like, okay, what is going on? Oh, it's nothing. Okay. Of course, it's nothing. So I let that go. And then there's another girl. She's commenting, leaving. And this one I know for sure, like, it's his ex, okay? She's leaving, like, little emojis and stuff. No, it's enough. I'm not having it. So I said something about that, okay? Okay, so back to whenever I had got there. I'm going through his phone, and I see messages. I see messages from his ex. And in the messages I seen, I scrolled all the way. I wanted to see all the shit. I scrolled all the way till I couldn't scroll no more. To the very tip of the top. Okay, so he was talking to her before I even moved out there. Yeah, he was talking to her before I even moved out there. And he was talking to her while I was in the hotel room. He even like, his niece had a birthday party, and I can't remember, like, he was being rude, like really rude, and I didn't want to go. Like, I didn't know his people like that. I'm very shy, you know. For one, I'm shy. Even if I'm comfortable, sometimes I'm shy, you know. So if I'm not comfortable, I'm for real gonna be shy. You know what I'm saying? So for him to be rude, and then, like, me already be the shy person I am, I just didn't want to go and, like, be by myself. You know what I'm saying? I didn't feel like already being in that mood, because, you know, I'm sensitive and he hurt my feelings. He's being rude, you know, already feeling like that. Then to go and just be by myself watching you just haha and hee and kiki gaga with your family, but I'm just over there in the corner by myself. No, I didn't want to do that. So I was just like, I don't want to go, you know. And in the messages, he had told her that I wasn't going, and him and his ex had planned to go and take his niece to the movies. And it's just fucked up, because a few days prior to when they had went to the movies, that's when I was in the hotel. We had went to the mall and went shopping. You know what I'm saying? So, like, this new outfit that you wore with this girl, I seen you buy. Like, I watched him get off of work. He barely paid any attention to me, okay? I watched him legit get off of work. I remember this day. Like, wow, like reading these messages, I was just hurt. And imagine, like, I'm pregnant. Could you just imagine? Already feeling how I'm feeling because he missed my entire pregnancy. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, just imagine, just try to imagine. Okay, so, like, I'm just playing it back. Like, I watched him get off, you know, totally ignore me, you know, impregnate me. Me who I waited like 8 years for this moment, like what the hell, you know? Just ignored me, hopped in the shower, literally got fresh to death, and left me to go to the movies with his ex to celebrate his niece's birthday. While I was pregnant, he left me in a fucking hotel room, a hotel room, to go and be with his ex. Right? Okay, so that was like the first thing that just broke my heart. To know that he was leaving me and sneaking and talking to his ex while I was in a hotel room, like wondering what the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't normal to me. See, my mind just goes everywhere. And then I seen that in March, because I had my son in August of 2017. In March, he invited her to his grandparents' anniversary. And that, like, affected me because, like, damn, like, I'm big pregnant at this time. Like, now, like, you can actually see my belly around that time. You know what I'm saying? And, like, instead of being, like, worried and focused on what I needed, or, you know, instead of calling me up or FaceTiming me, he was, you know, linking up with her. Not only that, there was like multiple people. So, like, I just don't get it. And I was just sitting there reading him and his ex's messages, like, wow. He told her, like, basically I was just like some random ass bitch that he fucked, you know what I'm saying? And I just remember her saying, like, I thought you told me you used condoms. And he was like basically denying my son, and, you know, he acted like he didn't even know. He was like, literally he said, if the baby is mine, you know, basically he's saying he ain't gonna be like no deadbeat ass nigga and not take care of the baby. He was gonna say, like, if the baby is mine, I am going to take care of it. So yeah, that was another thing that hurt, was the fact that, like, we planned this, but as soon as you got the chance to even talk about it, and it was with your ex, you denied all that shit. Like, you played it and made it seem like I was the, like, side bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did not know about her at all. She was, like, screenshotting him pictures of my Facebook and sending it to him, like, I'll kill her. You know, stuff like that. So, like, she knew of me. I didn't know of her at all. Like, I legit didn't. Like, I knew about the little funny comments that, you know, I seen and I asked him about, but he... oh, it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's all that I knew. So yeah, like, that was pretty messed up with that. What else? Then there was multiple girls, but the reason I'm talking about the two is because it's the same two that were commenting on his stuff, and he was telling me not to even worry about, like, it's nothing. Baby, watch TV. Go get your cup. Where's your cup?
Microsoft went down 3 points.
That's real good. See you later, Frankenstein.
Okay, but yeah, so then the second one was with the other girl, and the other girl, I feel like both girls are guilty because they knew. It was posted all over social media. Like, I was always tagging him and stuff to where you could see it on his social media profiles, you know what I'm saying? So, like, they knew. Like, you know that he has a girlfriend. You know that he has a child on the way. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, to me, those girls are guilty. The second girl, she's sending him nudes and stuff. He's sending her, like, these little memes, you know, pictures of, like, some nigga that looked like Waka Flocka feeding, like, some bad bitch, like, naked ass girl in a jacuzzi a pizza. He's sending that to her, telling her, you know, that's gonna be us in Vegas. I remember he told me he was gonna send me like, cause my mom and my best friend were helping me my whole pregnancy basically. My best friend was the one making sure that I ate, was taking me to my appointments and stuff. My mom worked. She worked like 13-hour days, you know what I'm saying? She'd leave at 1, didn't get off till 1. So like, I didn't see her that much except for her off days. So my best friend was the one who was like feeding me, you know, seeing me cry, the one who was there when I was throwing up, all that. My mom was the one who was buying the crib, buying the strollers and all that, you know what I'm saying? So like, I remember him telling me one day that he was gonna send me $250 because, you know, he got his check, like he had ended up getting this really good job where he was getting paid good and he was proud about it. He sent me a picture of his money, you know what I'm saying? He told me he was gonna send me $250 so I can, you know, get son some stuff. I was like, okay. That Friday came and I never seen the money, which was fine because my mom had me. But then, like I said, hold on, let me get my charger. Sorry, I'm about to die. Don't want to die on y'all. I'm probably gonna have to hold it. But ooh, excuse me. But yeah, so like my mom was paying everything, you know, I wasn't really worried about it, you know. I mean, it would have been nice, so my mom didn't have to spend her money because it's not her baby. It's her grandchild, yeah, but she didn't plan on making this baby. You know what I'm saying? So back to that, I seen the messages where like the girl was talking about how, you know, she ran into a little problem and she needed like $350 and she didn't have it. And this nigga said that he would give it to her. And you know what? He gave it to her. He did. And that pissed me off because I'm like, so is that why I didn't get it? Me and my son didn't get it because you were too busy trying to trick it off to the next bitch? You know, like, what the hell? Talking about taking her out to dates, going to go see Beauty and the Beast movie, like, just a lot. Then it was just multiple females, but them two are the ones that pissed me off the most is because he lied about them. Like, I already knew what it was. Like, I didn't think it was like that, but, you know, I kind of felt like there was some flirtatious ways going on based on the comments. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not dumb. Ladies, like, we know. They be trying to play us, but we know. You know, I knew. So the fact, I am not the person to lie to, so all you gotta do is be real with me. I've cheated. I've done played people. I know how this shit goes. You know what I'm saying? I have been the victim and the suspect. You know what I'm saying? I played both roles. I know how it goes. You don't have to lie to me. You know what I'm saying? So whenever I'm coming to you asking, just be real with me. Then, you know what I'm saying? So when it does come back, I'll have no reason to be pissed the fuck off. So at this point, you know, I'm upset. And I feel like I'm just such a, like, nice person. Like, I felt bad for going through the phone. So, like, I didn't even want to bring it up. I don't know why I'm like that. So it took me a minute to even work myself up to even come to him about it. But yeah, like, whenever I did even come to him about it, it wasn't like, I don't know, like, he apologized, you know, even cried, but his actions didn't change. You know what I'm saying? So then I finally have the baby. I have the baby. We were staying with with somebody else at first, but the environment was not like the best environment. Like, it was filthy. It was always dirty, you know what I'm saying? Trash everywhere, dishes everywhere. There was like 15,000 dogs that stayed in the same place with like 13 other people, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just wasn't a living condition to bring for anybody to be living in, no less a newborn baby. Not my baby. I'm not having it. So like, we ended up moving somewhere else. We didn't have a car, we didn't have our own place, none of that. I'm still not working. We ended up moving somewhere else. I don't know. I guess maybe I'm really trying to figure out like when it hit me, but maybe it was just already there. But yeah, like, it was cute at first, but then out of nowhere, like, I started to just like sit back and notice like the person that I always imagined myself to be. I was not that at all. So I would just sit back and like see the person that I always thought I was going to be, you know, the mom that I always was going to be, and then the reality of it all. I guess I just started to fall further and further into depression. I just started to, you know, blame myself. Like, I don't know, like I felt dumb, you know what I'm saying? I felt played, like I could have waited, you know what I'm saying? I could have actually waited and found somebody who for real like genuinely loved and cared for me, you know what I'm saying? I could have waited until I was on my feet and able to, you know, hold my own weight, you know, so I wouldn't have to be living with somebody, you know what I'm saying? I was just sitting there just like basically picking myself apart at why like my life wasn't how I always expected it to be whenever I had a child, you know what I'm saying? So that played a big part. Then he ended up losing his job or quitting or whatever. And, you know, I remember walking in the heat to find jobs, you know what I'm saying? Just something, because I already knew how it was. The reason I had to leave in the first place when I was pregnant, I don't want that. I don't want to see him frustrated, all that. I was tired. Like I already had a lot going on, you know, I'm a new mom, you know what I'm saying? Like my life ain't mine anymore. Like I know he's probably going through the same thing, but I just don't know. So like I just have all these, you know, different feelings. You know, I'm walking in the heat trying to find jobs so I can pull my own weight because I just want to be happy. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to keep having the thoughts that I'm having, the feelings that I'm having. You know, I just want upward progress. You know, that's all I want. So I was just like, you know, walking everywhere, just trying to make some shit shake. You know, it was just like things weren't getting any better. I don't know. We ended up having to move back to Amarillo. And then that's whenever 2018 came, and I was legit like all over the place. I was just so depressed and sad and reckless. Like, it was just crazy. And like now that I can finally sit and like look back, it's just truly sad to know that. And like that whole time, like nobody came to me, you know. I think like the biggest thing that plays with me right now is like I like to forgive people, but like damn, I can't forget. And like when it comes to that, it's just like I really feel some type of way, because I really feel like women should not have to go through depression, any types of forms of depression or mental issues, mental illnesses. We should not have to go through any of them alone, you know what I'm saying? And for the simple fact that I legit went through all this by myself, you know what I'm saying? Not once did anybody come and like pull me to the side, at least hug me, just give me a hug at least, just to make sure I was okay. You know what I'm saying? Not once did anybody take the time out of their day to do that. He didn't. His family didn't. You know, and that's all I have. I don't have family here. All I have here is just me and my son. You know what I'm saying? And them. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So like, nobody. And the biggest thing that fucks me up is like right now is here today, February 6th, 2019, we are not nowhere near where we were around this time last year. So, yes, he has progressed. He is doing better. You know what I'm saying? But it's 2019 now, and although I'm happy about that, I'm really glad and grateful, you know what I'm saying? It's just that but, though, now. I can't help but to think, like, I don't know, like, I still have, I guess the trust isn't there. Like, I don't know if he's still texting her and maybe has it on Do Not Disturb or something. I just don't know. Like, I was still stalking this girl's Instagram because I want to make sure ain't none of that, because I don't want to feel that shit no more. Like, I have just been, like, looking and searching for some sort of sign that he's just fucking up so I could just let it all go. Like, that could be the reason for me to let it go, because me staying here, like, I don't know if it's anxiety, if it's just me, but I keep overthinking, like, you know, his siblings love his ex so much, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't help but think, like, do they wish that it was her instead of me? You know what I'm saying? His mom, like, calls her daughter, like, oh, my beautiful daughter-in-law. Whenever I see his mom, like, she tells me stuff like, oh, you're finally dressed. Oh, you finally did something with your hair today. Your eyebrows are too dark. You need to, here, let me help. You know, it's just stuff like that. Like, maybe that's just how she is, but whenever I see her all on social media praising his ex, you know, calling her daughter-in-law, and I don't even get that, like, it just makes me feel away. And, like, now I feel like I'm just so washed up and broken, and I just think about the negative of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, now I just think, like, is this somebody I want to marry for real? Like, is this really somebody I can see me spending my life with? Is this really a family I can see me, you know, marrying into? Can I really see this being my mom? Can I really see these people being my siblings? You know what I'm saying? Like, I sit back and I just look at all of that, and it just sucks. And I don't know. Like, I feel like if he was to drop down on one knee today, it would be really sad, because I wouldn't say yes. There's, like, so much that maybe it's me. Like, there's just so much I need to heal from and get over first, you know? And I just feel like at least I do deserve that. Or do I? You know, I don't know. But yeah, that's just the rundown of the postpartum and my side of the story. And I know I jumped around because I really should have, like, wrote it down, but this is just the basics of it. This is just to go with my daily weekly topic. Today's Wonderful Women Wednesday, and I feel like a lot of us need to start coming together and talking about our postpartum issues, talk about our pregnancy issues, talk about our relationships, talk about us being moms. Not even if you don't have kids. I mean, we go through some of the same things, just being women, just being girls, you know? So we all just need to start coming together and find those people that you relate to, so we can just start healing, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm sorry for this long post, and if you actually made it to the end of this video, I love you so much, and thank you for actually taking the time out to listen to me and rock with me. Don't hesitate to share this, comment, bring somebody that may need to speak with me, you know, somebody that I may need to speak to. Tag them, show them this video, do whatever you want with it. Just help somebody, help heal somebody, help heal yourself. Just heal, okay? Thank y'all for tuning in. I love y'all, family. Y'all be great out here, okay?